If you're looking for a church, you've got to ask yourself and the church some important questions. It doesn't matter if this is the first time you've ever gone to church, or if you're coming back to church after a long spiritual vacation, or if you just moved into town on Saturday and you don't want to miss a Sunday. Everyone should ask the same 5 questions, because not every church is a good church, and not every good church is a good fit for you. So here's what you gotta know about how to find a good church that's a good fit for you. The 5 questions you have to ask if you want to find a good church that's a good fit starts with the most important question first. The number 1 question you have to ask is why? You've got to ask why. Why does this church exist? What does this church want to do? What's their purpose? What's their motivation? What do they hope to accomplish and bring to this world? If they lack purpose, walk away. But if they're driven by a clear purpose and their dreams resonate with your heart, jump in. Take purpose over preference any day. Even if there's a few aspects to the church that you don't prefer, be willing to overlook them if you align perfectly with their purpose. Number 2, you've got to ask how. How does this church plan to make their dreams a reality? If they don't have a strategy behind their purpose, they'll end up being all talk and no action, and you'll end up being frustrated and disillusioned. Ask them how. And if they can't explain their plan in a simple, common sense way, move on. Number 3, ask yourself, can I hang? Do they make it easy for you to find community? You're coming to church to escape the spiritual isolation that you find yourself in, so they better make it easy to make connections. Look around. Could you imagine yourself hanging out with some of these people? Now, before you get all judgy, make sure you leave room for diversity. You need some people who look differently and think differently than you. God's gonna use diversity to expand your perspective. If everyone looks exactly the same, you might be subjected to groupthink, and you may want to find a different group of people to support you on your spiritual journey. Number 4, you've got to ask yourself, can I help? God created you with unique spiritual gifts. They come fully alive when you're serving with your church. If the church you're visiting doesn't need any help, your spiritual growth will be stunted. I once found a church that I loved. I loved the music, I loved the teaching, the mission, but I offered to help so many times and I never even got a single call back. So I quietly slipped out, and I found a place that believed that allowing me to help was the only way I'd fully develop spiritually. The 5th question you've got to ask yourself is, can I invite my friends? This one seals the deal. If you made this church your home, would you be proud to invite your friends? Or is there a weird vibe you'd have to explain? A weird smell, awkward things said from stage, a bizarre ethos that's hard to pin down but it permeates everything? Plain and simple, you've got to click with the church. It's a relational organization built on hospitality and kindness. If you wouldn't feel comfortable inviting your friends, then you probably won't feel comfortable attending on your own for very long. But if you click, keep coming back until it feels like home. Make sacrifices, be committed, and make it home. If you're thinking about going to church, first, stalk them online, then walk in with an open mind and ask a lot of questions. Keep searching until you find a good church that's a good fit. Then jump in. Let's go. There's a church where your soul can come fully alive. I believe it. Don't give up until you find it. If you like this video, please help me out by liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing with friends. I'm committed to creating weekly inspiration to become fully alive. Stay in touch with me and follow me on Facebook and Instagram, or come visit me in person at my church, Friends Orange. If you want to contact me, you can find that information at jhewitt.org.